But hey guys, it's Sue here, and this is my new friend,
Alonda.
Hey, say hey to Alonda. So guess how Alonda and I met? Oh, you tell them.
Oh, so I stopped by because I was interested in redoing a sofa, painting it actually, changing the color from green to blue. So found her online and I said, well, let me stop on by and see how she can help me. And she was so more than willing to do so.
So what I said was, I don't know. I haven't done it. I want to try it. Why don't you come in this weekend and we'll do it together? So we thought we'd do it together here and let you guys know how it goes. So we sell the Debbie's Design Diary paint. We'll come back to Alonda in just a second. So here it is behind me. These are all the colors. And Debbie of Debbie's Design Diary did a demo online of painting her sofa. It looked really cool. So we are picking out the Hay Sailor Blue, and we've mixed it all up, and we're gonna start painting Alonda's couch cushion. Wish us luck. We've never done this before. You're seeing it live from Tanglewood Works. All right, let's turn this around. All right, Alonda, I'm gonna show you. So the first step that Debbie says to do is to wet the surface. Now this is velvet. And we gotta really soak it. Oh, good Jill. Get it super wet. Let's do like a small little area maybe so we can keep it wet while we go. So the idea of painting your fabric with Debbie's Design Diary chalk and clay-based paint, that's a mouthful, is really about, you're dyeing it, you're not painting it. There are certain paints out there where you're covering your fabric, and in this situation, it's the pigments that are so intense in these paints that really allow you to dye the fabric, so you don't have to use a lot of the paint, and that's what keeps it from getting crunchy. So let's see here. I think we need more. I think we need to soak that baby. Okay. Yeah, so it's all dark. Cool. Shall we try a little bit of the paint on there?
Yes.
Yay! All right. This is cool, you guys, because I'm always experimenting all by myself in a lonely, dark place that I don't want anyone to see in case I totally screw it up. I feel like Alonda's my new partner in crime. Okay, so we're doing kind of the back of our cushion. We're also experimenting to make sure we like this color because we want to change this to kind of a bright blue. So we got bright blue. All right, so I mixed up 3 parts water to 1 part, where's this? Debbie's Design Diary, Hay Sailor Blue, okay? So I put it in here, and I measured really carefully. You guys know how Sue measures carefully, right? I poured it for 1, and then I poured in water for 3 seconds. That's 3 to 1 for me. So I can still see it's got a little bit of lumpy there, but I would say go more from the top. Yeah, that's the consistency you want. You want the water part, right? Because that has all that color in it. And if we feel like it's going on too thick, I'll put another 2 counts of water. All right, you ready to pull that over to you, my dear?
I am.
So I would say, just because I'm bossy, make sure you don't put too much on the first one. What Debbie said to do was less is more. So don't try to get full coverage. I tell people this in my classes too. You don't want to put on, so really knock it against the side, I think, and get out as much as you can. Less, and then you can always put on more, but sometimes it's hard to put on less. That looks great. Okay.
Let's see.
There we go.
Here we
I'm
go.
so excited. Look at that. There it goes. That color is going to work. What do you think?
I think it will, with a couple of layers.
Yes. So when Debbie did this, she did Blue Bohemian, which we thought would be too dark. But I think with a couple layers of this, now I think you'll get like a rich blue even with this kind of green gray underneath. All right, so the next thing she said to do, let's put on a little bit more of that. Perfect. Wow, we've gotten more viewers than ever before. This is fantastic.
Wow.
We have 4.
Wow.
You're a rock star. Oh, that looks great. All right, so what Debbie says to do, so that you don't get like a, what does she call it? A tie-dye effect?
Tie-dye effect.
Tie-dye effect.
Is sand.
Mush it around with a sanding sponge, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what happens when we do that.
So let's put that back.
Alonda wears gloves when she works. Isn't she amazing? They've seen me on my live demos. All right, so we're taking the sanding sponge. There we go. And we're mushing it. So what this is doing is really, oh, it really does. It's moving the paint around and really getting it into the fabric.
Oh, wow.
I'm seeing it. That's okay. Everything here can be repainted. I'm digging this.
Oh, wow.
Let me get close up there so you guys can see. So she's really getting it in there. You can't, I'm gonna flip around for, you keep going, behind me. Hey, that looks good. So Alonda's gonna keep going. So what we need to do, you guys, is this takes 4 coats. 4. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish the back of the cushion, let it dry, have some coffee, I don't know, hang out for a while, try to, maybe, I don't know, I do have a blow dryer, maybe we can try that. Let it dry, do it again, let it dry, do it again. And so what I'll do is we'll put this on again once we've gotten a little further in the process so you guys can join us on this journey. Sorry, we got such a glare there. Join us on this experimental painting journey. We're gonna have fun here today at Tanglewood Works. If you're local and you're watching, come on by, you can help us. Help us make a mess today, yay. Anyway, I'm excited, we're gonna have a good time. So check back in, I'll come on when we've got a little bit more done and we'll hang out together. All right, bye. Hello, hello, it's Sue and Alonda. Right back at you. We are live from Tanglewood Works in Hyattsville, and we are showing you part 2 of us applying Debbie's DIY paint to fabric, specifically to velvet. And we are turning a gray couch to a blue couch, and we are here to let you know how it's working for us. So the question we got on our comments was, is it crunchy? It's like that. Will it blend, right? Is it crunchy? So I'm going to turn it around and let you guys see how this is working out for us. So what we have found is it is velvety smooth, where we were very careful to dilute the paint greatly. Where you can see, let me get in here, a little bit where we applied a little bit more paint, it's slightly crunchy. So I think the key, you guys, is to really wet it down as much as possible. Is it as smooth? You know, it's as soft as the velvet side, but it does lose a little bit of the silkiness. What would you say, Alonda? Do you agree?
I agree. It's just a little bit not as soft as a velvet, but still soft. Still soft.
We can still curl up with coffee and a book if we ever have time to curl up with coffee and a book. And you can see it looks a little splotchy right now. I actually went in while you were gone and I tried to dilute a little bit of where it was a little hard right here, so you can see it's a little lighter, but I spread out the paint. So I think the key is that even if we got it a little heavy, we can spread it out. So all right, you want to go for it?
Sure.
And we're going to put on the next round, and I actually diluted the paint a little bit more. Let me bring that over to you. And you guys, rather than wash out the brushes, we just use, there you go, saran wrap or a garbage bag or even gloves. Just put your brush right in there while you're working on a project so you don't have to keep washing all day. Ladies, let me know if there's anything I can answer for you. We're just doing a fun little video showing people what we do around here, but we are always here to help you.
Absolutely.
So it is soaking in there. Cool. So make sure we get it nice and wet, viewers. Alonda's getting it there. I want to make sure. Yeah, there we go. That looks great.
I think that might be good.
Sounds good. Let me see if I can stand up here without falling down
Please don't.
on live. Look at me.
Happy
All right,
Sunday.
here we go. It's okay. If I fall down, we'll go viral.
And you will be in the emergency.
I'll be in the emergency room. Anything for PR. All right, let's see how this looks. I just wanted to get a good shot of this. Oh, yeah. Now the other thing that we decided to do a little differently than Debbie is that she used a sanding block to spread her paint around. And we just felt like we could see where that was pulling off, right?
Mm-hmm. Some of the fabric.
It was pulling off some of the fabric that was making the fabric soft and silky, and we didn't want to do that. So we decided instead to use just a rag, a wet rag, to mush it in. All right. So you guys, this is coat number 2. Looks like we really are getting some good coverage. I can see, I mean, I can't even tell that was green under there now. That's really the color. I'm pretty impressed with that. So you guys, you can just change any color you want. So I'm gonna let Alonda keep going here. We're gonna check back with you guys and show you what it looks like once we get this layer done and dried. Alrighty? Let's see if I can do this. Because I'm on a bench holding a camera. There we go. Ah! All right, so we're gonna check back in with you guys in a little bit. We close at 5, so we'll give you an update on how we, on where we got before then, and then we'll come back tomorrow and finish it up. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Hey everybody, and welcome back. We are here with Alonda. You guys met her yesterday, and she is doing some experimenting with us here at Tanglewood Works. And she is, what are you doing today, Alonda? Let's tell them.
We are trying the second layer of paint or chalk paint on the velvet sofa.
Excellent. So how are we going about this? Let's give the people who are joining us tonight just a little bit of a refresher.
So welcome to those who didn't see us yesterday, but what we are doing is trying to change the color of a green sofa. So what we're doing now is watering down to make sure that we moisten the fabric as much as possible, because we want to make it more of a dye as opposed to actually paint, so that your velvet material can stay a little soft and not hard and crunchy. So the trick is to water down as much so that the absorption of the chalk paint can go in.
Cool. So a couple of questions from our viewers from yesterday. Are we planning to use a fabric medium with this?
We may try a fabric medium on one portion of the sofa just to see what the difference is in terms of the texture. But because this is chalk paint and it's more of water in the chalk and we're diluting it to kind of give it more of a dye, the fabric medium will only be more so if you're using a latex.
Got it.
Or
Okay.
acrylic paint.
And the other question was, would it be better if we really diluted the paint? Do you feel like I'll show you guys. Yesterday, we didn't have it as watery, and today we're definitely letting kind of the sediment of the paint, the chalk and the clay, really sink to the bottom, and just really using the pigment and the water. Do you feel like that's working a little?
I feel like, yeah, I think it's giving it more of a color on top. It's giving more of a deep color. So we can see here, this is a second layer. So you can see it's becoming more blue.
Excellent.
And I think if we do a couple more layers, maybe 4 tops, we'll get a nice blue, almost a deep navy.
So, Alonda, how long do we think it's going to be to do the whole couch?
With
We
my
gotta
work schedule in reality, I think if we had a weekend, a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday to do it, I think it could definitely work.
And maybe inviting your friends over.
Yeah, that would also
It could be a good girlfriend party. Like,
nice
help me paint my couch. So,
and wine session, yeah.
so what we're gonna do, you guys, is we're at the end of the day here, kind of after work fun time, and Alonda's gonna paint the top again. So this will be our third coat. I personally think the coverage is such that 3 will probably do it. I mean, we'll have to look and see, but I mean, even over here, sorry you guys, it's hard to get the depth of color on an iPhone and the lights and a weak connection and all the other failings. But you can kind of see here, if we go to the gray and the blue. I mean, I looked at it in the sunlight today and I didn't see any real splotches. So we're gonna let this dry overnight, and then so we're gonna try an experiment, right? We're gonna do a section with wax just to see how that feels, and a little section with the liquid patina, which Debbie recommends. What are you thinking about that?
I'm actually thinking that sounds really good, just so we can see how the texture would be, see if it's going to be softer or harder based on the patina or the wax.
I agree. Yeah, I think I will bet, well, I predict that the wax might give us more of like a suede feel, where it loses kind of its fluffiness, but it stays really supple. And the patina will be a little crunchier, but keep kind of the velvety nature. So anyway, we'll see. It'll be fun to try out. Okay. So you guys, as always, here at Tanglewood Works, we are trying something new. We're taking something old that, you know, just wasn't serving the purpose anymore because it wasn't the right color. This was a discount sofa. And I'm sure there were lots of people out there who might have wanted a gray or a green, but you know, we like color around here. We like dynamic, fun stuff. And they don't make couches. When's the last time you saw a new couch in a fun, funky blue that wasn't like $8,000 custom, right?
No time.
No, you just don't.
Recently. No.
You just don't see these colors unless you get up into higher end furniture stores, I think, where people can kind of afford not to always be neutral. You know, that's what I find, that at the more discount shops, everything is in shades of neutral and brown and black, because that's what most people want. And you have to pay a lot of money when you want to have something with a little more color. So we're going to do it ourselves, right?
Yes.
All right, folks, we will see you tomorrow. We'll check in and let you know how we do. Bye, Londa.
Bye. See you next time.
Okay, we're gonna try again. Say hi, Londa. Hey guys, welcome back. We'll see if the connection stays for this time. Okay, once again, the quick recap. We are here because Alonda stopped by the shop last week and said, how do you dye your furniture with Debbie's Design Diary paint? Meaning the upholstery, not the wood. And I said, I don't know. Let's try it. Come on in. And she has been such a trooper. So here's what we've done. You guys can watch the rest of the videos. They are on my Facebook page. I've also saved them, so I'll put them on the website eventually. So here's what we've done. We've diluted the Debbie's Design Diary paint. We have painted the cushion, which was a velvet, kind of a velveteen. We've put 4 coats on, and now we're going to try to seal it so that you don't have anything coming off when people sit down. Now look at that. It's actually not coming off, but I still would be a little nervous if someone spilled something and they had white pants, because I think they'd end up with a nice little blue tush. So we're going to try 2 different ways. So Debbie of Debbie's Design Diary suggests that we use her liquid patina, mix it with water. You want to show them that?
This is the patina.
Debbie's DIY liquid patina, okay? And that goes on kind of white and dries clear. I'm sorry for the wacky light here, and dries clear. I've also seen on other sites people actually using the wax, which takes away a little bit of the velvety feeling, but almost makes it like a suede. So since this is the underside of her couch cushion, we're going to try both for you today. All right, you guys ready? This is going to be fun. So here's what we've done. First, let me see if I can tilt down so you guys can see. Alonda is mixing the liquid patina 1 to 3. Oops, I think I just muted us. There we go. She's mixing it 1 to 3 with water, okay? So just like we did the paint, we're mixing 1 to 3. So you don't want it heavy. We just want enough in there to kind of create, sorry, I think my machine is. All right, so 1 to 3 with the liquid patina. All right, so I'm gonna pick this up so I can show everybody what we're doing. Let me flip that around. Love live video. Okay, there we go. All right, so, and what Debbie has said to do is, let's try a little patch here, is wet it first.
Very similar to what we did before when we were dyeing the paint.
Say that one more time.
This is very similar to the process that we did when we first dyed the sofa.
Right,
which
right.
Was make sure you wet it.
I'm gonna, once again, climb on the furniture and see if standing up high gives me a better connection. Sorry, you guys, the connection's just going in and out for no apparent reason. Hi, Mary Beth. I see you just joined us.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. So she's gonna work it in. And you guys, like I said, it goes on white, but it dries clear. So Alonda's just gonna dig in that in. And then again, Debbie had said to use a sanding block to really kind of mush this into the fabric. So are you going to use that one today? Are you not worried about it?
I'm not worried about this one. I found a better sanding block this time.
Okay. The first one we used, you guys, we felt like it was too rough. And it was actually taking off what makes the fabric, the velvety. Cool. So what we'll do, you guys, is we're going to do this, and then Alonda's going to film me doing a section with the wax, and then we're going to let it dry, and then we'll come back and we'll tell you what it's like. I don't think it'll take too long. No. All right. How does it feel there? Yeah, it just feels wet. I mean, it doesn't feel like anything.
No.
All right, you want to just do that, and then let's do the other side. You don't have to climb up here because I don't have enough insurance for both of us.
If
guys,
I can make it up,
check out Alonda's hat today. Wait, let's see that. Check her. You said again. Wait. No. All right, there's my. I'm not as blingy. I need more bling. Okay. All right, so let's hold on. Now you guys are gonna watch me get down off this thing. All right. So, you want to switch? You get to drive now.
Okay.
So there you go. You can get me.
So here we have Sue. Hey, Sue.
So I'm using the Debbie's Design Diary wax. You guys, this wax is awesome because it's got in it love, beeswax, carnauba wax, candelia wax, saracen wax, and something else. Nothing harmful. It smells fine. I wouldn't use it as a lotion, but it's not going to hurt you either. Okay. And I just use these little shorty brushes. We sell them at the shop just because they're so easy and they're really good on your wrist. So I'm gonna do it like I'm just going straight in there because it's not my couch. No. All right. So let's get in. I'm just gonna do a little bit over here, and ooh. And I'm gonna kind of dig this in the way I do when I am doing furniture. I'm taking just barely a little bit, like you can't even tell that's there. And I'm just doing it, excuse me, I got the sniffles today, until it's moist.
Hi, Kelly.
Do you have a viewer on there?
Yes, one of your friends, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, look at us go. Have you done this?
Oh, that's looking really nice.
So it's deepening it just like Debbie's Design Diary deepens your... All right. Wow. Like you can't even, it's like, it's soft.
That's nice.
It's soft. All right. I wasn't gonna make this into a contest, but I'm thinking maybe we are. I think my side is gonna be softer than your side. That's all right.
See.
Winner gets the wax, right? Winner has to wax the whole damn thing. All right, so I'm gonna keep going here and just kind of do this little strip. And I'm doing it just like I normally do my furniture, which is you can't let it just sit on top. You got to dig it in there. So it's kind of one with your paint. So I've never done it with fabric, but it's taking it really nicely. The test will be when we're all done and we pour water on it, like what happens. I mean, that's really what you're worried about. We'll have to do the white pant tushy test.
Oh, wow. That's looking really nice.
I think I might trademark that. What do you think?
I think
White pant tushy test?
There you go.
All right. Oh, the joys of live video. Like when your husband keeps calling in to see if you want to go out to lunch, which is very sweet, but he kept calling during the video. I know I should have turned that off. Anyway, here we are. Yay! We are just finishing up. Just to recap, we have painted the upholstery. We have let it dry. We've put on 4 coats. It's the color we want. Alonda has done her half in a liquid patina mix, and she's rubbing that in right now. And I have done my half using Debbie's Design Diary clear wax. We're going to let these dry and do whatever else we're supposed to do once we go look at the video and see what else we're supposed to do. And then we're going to come back to you and let you know how it turned out. I wish we had, yeah, we'll just have to ooh and ah, and you'll have to take our word for it. Or you can come down here and hang out with us on this dreary rainy day while we make art and have fun and be creative. All right, we'll let you know how it goes. Bye, guys. Hey, hey, welcome back, everybody. It's me and Alonda here. We took our lunch. We kind of took a long lunch. It is dark outside. We had a nice lunch. We've come back and we are having the battle of the patina versus the wax. All right, in corner 1, we are going to go with liquid patina and see what Alonda has to say. Here we go. Tell us.
So, the patina seems to have worked out very nicely. It's soft. Actually, no transfer that I can see of right now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So we got A for it is not transferring onto her hands, and I did a test with a rag a little earlier, and I did not. If you want to try somewhere.
So we have one spot right here. Let's see. Oh.
Okay, and it's clean. We have no transfer of blue. So you can sit your tushy down with your white jeans, but it's a little crunchy. Don't you think?
Just a little bit. In certain areas, it feels a little crunchy, but the corners actually still feel the same.
Okay.
Soft. But overall, I think it turned out okay for the patina side. So
okay.
I'm okay.
So
with
it
that.
works. You've got the color you wanted. You've got a richness, and it's sealed.
Yes.
And that went on pretty easily.
It did. It did.
All right, let's switch. Let's go to
the wax side.
Okay, the wax side. So you guys, what I did is I used Debbie's Design Diary wax. I put it on with the brush, kind of worked it in. So here's what I'm noticing. It's butter soft. It's not crunchy at all. I think it still needs to dry, probably overnight. But what I did, come on in here close, is I actually, like you do on the furniture, I actually buffed it a little bit here. And it is as soft, I think, as the velvet side pre-paint. So it actually softened it. I do see some places here where it's white. And that might need to be something that we brush out when it's totally dry. So I'm not sure. And I'm not ready. I think tomorrow we need to do the pour the water test and see if it, I mean, your normal couch is going to soak in some moisture, but we want this really to repel the moisture because we don't want it to get back into where the paint is. So here's an idea that one of our friends came in and said, try Scotch guarding it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a third contestant tomorrow. We're going to take a piece that we've painted, right?
Yes.
And we'll Scotch guard that and see if that does what we want it to do, because we want to seal the paint. We want to protect it from moisture so you don't sit and get the color. So I think for softness, I win. Hold on, but wait.
The test.
I already kind of know I failed this. Okay, but we're going to wait until tomorrow to see for sure. All right, we're going to rub it. No, see, we got a little blue.
A little, just a little.
Now, it is so I would say I win softness, but I still have bleed through. You have no bleed through, but I'd rather sit on my side with the book than your side with the book in general. So let's wait till tomorrow and see kind of how it dries and bring in the Scotch guard. All right, are you guys gonna come meet us tomorrow?
Please come back.
We're gonna come back. I'm here from 11 to 5, so we'll be doing it somewhere in there. Stay tuned. Just sit by your computer or play us on replay. All right, guys. See you later. Just
Bye.
click finish. Hey, we're back. Me and Alonda. Hey, everybody. You guys are so fun. Everybody's been checking in on us. There's a lot of other important things going on, but you guys want to know about how to paint your upholstery, all right? And we're here for you, all right? So I'm going to turn this over to Alonda so you guys can see what we've been doing. But basically, to catch you up, we have been painting upholstery using Debbie's DIY paints. We got that done. We got the color we loved. It was a little crunchy, but we figured out how to smooth it out. Now we have put on wax in some places. We've put on liquid patina in some places to see how to seal in the color and not have it, so you can do the white pant tushy test, okay? So these are the options. What we have found up to this point is that we don't like the liquid patina, do we? No, I'm sorry, Debbie's Design Diary.
Sorry.
But maybe we didn't do it right, but we tried really hard to follow the directions, which goes against everything I believe in, but I tried, and it's too crunchy. So the wax, right? We love the wax.
The wax is very soft.
But the wax doesn't pass the white pant tushy test. Leaves a little res. So what we're trying today is using, hold it up for me, branding here, Scotch Guard. Okay, so we're going to try two things. We're going to try Scotch Guarding alone, and we're going to try Scotch Guarding over the wax and see if we can solve what ails us. We want it soft, and we don't want it to rub off. All right, let's flip this thing around. All right, here we go. Oh, the other thing, Alonda, tell them what you bought and how this is helping.
Okay, so I started painting the other cushion at home, and instead of using the sanding block, I decided, let me try a brush, because I noticed that some of the material was coming off a little bit. So I brought the brush because I felt like the brush would loosen up the fabric or the fibers, but not take off any of the material. So that actually worked a little bit better. It was a $2 brush. You can get a hairbrush from the beauty supply store as well, but I bought this from Home Depot, so it's actually working very well so far.
It is. What I notice is in places where the paint, we may have had a heavy hand or not diluted the paint enough, the brush, you can kind of see it if we get close, kind of kicking up a little paint dust, but it's not taking off the velvet. It's just kicking up a little dust and kind of smoothing it out.
Exactly.
And you can even hear that. So now that just feels so much softer there than it did before. So that is one step after we do the paint to really kind of brush it. And what's nice about this, so it's a heavy bristle though. Let's look at that. Right? But it's not hard, but it's dense. Like I would say a hairbrush probably wouldn't be dense enough. But I like that. Okay, so we got it smooth with that, but we still need to seal it. So let's see. So this is the portion that we put a little bit of wax, you guys. It feels perfect. It looks perfect.
So soft.
It doesn't come off on your hand, but it will come off on your clothes, we're afraid. And we just want to do it right. So let's try the Scotch Guard on there.
Okay, so now we're going to spray the Scotch Guard on top of the wax. I think that should be a good layer.
I think we did wax mostly in that corner though.
Okay.
All right, so that's where we put it over the wax. And then we're gonna go on the side and put just Scotch Guard. So nothing else has gone on this area at all. So no liquid patina, nothing else, okay? So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna let this, how long does it need to dry between coats, did it say?
It did not say, but I think if we give it about a good, I don't know, just give it about 30 minutes.
Okay, all right, so
minutes.
we'll be back with you viewers, 30 minutes, and we'll do the test and see if this has solved our problem, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so. All right, signing off. We will be back in 30 minutes. Yay, I hope this works. Please let this work. Okay,
Please.
bye. Let this work. We're back. If it bleeds, it leads, right? Well, we don't want it to bleed. So we're back here, and we have Scotch Guarded the places in the upholstery where we have already waxed, and then we Scotch Guarded a place where we hadn't waxed. And now is the white pant tushy test. Are you guys ready? Ready? Okay, I'm gonna flip around. Alana's gonna walk us through. Let's see. Don't press too hard. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I mean, well, honestly, I mean, press hard enough like if you were sitting on it, curling up, reading a book. So this, I don't think we had wax here.
Okay,
we had it over here, I think.
Okay, so
So
here we go. The test.
Oh my God,
official.
I'm so nervous. Okay, I'm reading a book. I'm rolling over. I'm petting the dog. I'm petting the cat. I'm getting up, and I am.
Just a little.
It is just a little, and that's less than what we got before, I have to say.
Just a little bit.
All right, let's try. So you guys, all is not lost. We're gonna keep at this. So now we're gonna try the space where we Scotch guarded. Now this is only one coat of Scotch Guard.
Just a little.
Just a little. So wait, that's a kind of a shadow there. So okay, so just, all right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back. We're gonna Scotch Guard again, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna put it on because Scotch Guard's easy. And that shouldn't, let's do it. No open flame. You wanna, yeah, we wanna saturate it. Are we making sure we're saturating it enough?
That's the,
Okay.
this is the wax side.
That's wax.
And then we're gonna do
Okay.
no wax, no patina.
Okay. And then, Alonda, tell them the other idea you had, if neither of these work.
I'm thinking about going back and doing the patina again, but mixing it in a spray bottle and then spraying it and then using this.
The new brush.
The new brush to help with the hardness, so that maybe in putting it on and then using this brush, it'll kind of go into the fabric a little bit easier and better.
Okay. Because we have established that the liquid patina does keep it color fast.
Yes.
So that's a check in that category, but we just didn't like the feel.
Correct.
So we're gonna see if we can make that feel better while simultaneously trying this action.
Yes.
Okay. You heard it here. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. This is a radical question. Love you, dearest. Oh, we love you too, Mary Beth. Okay, we'll be back at you in another half hour. We're having a great time. It's raining, but everybody's in town for the march, and it's just a joyful place to be, even though it's kind of miserable outside. So if you're local, come on down. Mary Beth, come on down. We're having fun. Okay, see you in a half an hour. We're back. There she is. There's Alonda. This is Sue, your senior dumpster diva for Tanglewood Works. I know you guys have been waiting for the past few weeks for us to get back to you and tell you what we figured out about painting your furniture with paint. All right, so I'm going to pass it on to Alonda, and she's going to tell you what she has decided with her couch cushions, what the best process was as far as painting her upholstery. All right, let's flip her around. All right, my dear.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry for the long delay. So while I was away, I actually tried to paint the other cushion at home, and this is one right here, and this is the other one in which we painted here at Tanglewood Works. And what I've learned is I just let it cure over time, maybe about 72 hours, and I noticed that there was no transfer, and the color came out way better than adding any type of sealant or anything on top of it. And the brushing technique actually worked very well too. So painting, letting it sit for about 10 minutes, and then spreading the color with the brush, and then brushing it again after it dried.
And what kind of brush did you use, Alonda?
I used a brush that I bought from, oh gosh, it might have been from Home Depot. It's probably about $2. You could probably get it from the dollar store, wherever. It's a bristle brush that you just brush, and it kept it really nice and soft.
Yes, as I recall, it was like a nylon bristle brush. It wasn't a hairbrush, but it was firm enough. You can see it in our previous video.
Exactly.
That it worked it in. It didn't take off. Let's go deep. It didn't take off the.
Didn't take off any of the fabric.
It didn't take off the fabric like the first brush, like when we did the sanding sponge. So no sanding sponge, but do use the brush to work it into the fabric, and then just let it.
And let it sit and cure for at least, 3 to 4 days, and then you should be good with no sealant on it. But if you want to, you can add probably starch guard for the protection of spills. You can do that.
Okay. All right. I did ask Alonda if it had passed the spill test, and she said, what did you say to me?
Nobody should be sitting on my sofa with any tray.
Exactly. I wish I could get that happening in my house. Anyway, so you guys, you have it here. We've tested it. We tested Scotch Guard. We tested wax. We tested liquid patina. And we tested none of the above. And the answer was none of the above. Just, I know I've got a lot of glare on me. Let me see if I can tell. Just, I don't want to miss you though. Paint it, dilute it. Don't try to get full coverage. Take your time. Make sure it's wet. Spray it down and let it cure. And then it
take about 3 or 4 coats.
All right, before you do the white pant tushy test, let it cure. And then for someone like me, I'm still going to put the Scotch Guard on, but I found that didn't affect the softness. It's just, it wasn't absolutely necessary, but I have dogs and pets and small children, and it's like a magnet for spills. So anyway, all right, you guys, this has been fun. See what happens when you come into Tanglewood Works and you want to try something? We do it together, yeah? So let's thank Alonda, you guys, for coming in and being our guinea pig and having some fun, and we'll figure out, let's figure out something else to do, yeah?
Something's in the works.
Something's in the works. All right, you guys, signing off. See you later.